Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we have a decent sized NHL card. Obviously, we have college football, but we also are going to have the all-day live stream coming up after this, and we actually have a hockey game starting in 10 minutes as well. Quickly, I'll go over that before we go into the recap of yesterday, because this does start in 10 minutes. Senators and over. Senators
money line from you.
Yeah, but just wanted to touch on that before we get into today's games. Before we get into yesterday's recap, it sucked. I mean, it's just been frustrating. I think this is now 6 straight losing days in a row for me. I'm on one of these again, which is annoying, frustrating, just whatever. 2-1 in the NHL last night. All 3 dogs covered the puck line, but none of them won outright. Detroit blew a 2-goal lead heading into the third period. The Jets had a 2-goal lead.
Got lucky to win the game,
and didn't cover the puck line, having a 2-goal lead heading into the third period. And the Ducks should have gone to overtime. And I'll go on a little rant about this. The second goal, or the second one that they reviewed for 8 hours and said no goal. The puck crossed the line. You incompetent refs. You incompetent people in the review rooms. That was clear as obvious as a goal as you can get, probably. That cleared the goal line. There was white in between, but they didn't call it a goal. I couldn't believe it. And that cost it. I mean, that was terrible. On the point though, 0-2-1 and down 2 units in the NHL yesterday. NHL continues to be an absolute bloodbath. Frustrating. College basketball went 1-8 for me yesterday. The only game I won was an accident, because I noticed after I bet it that it was because of an error on the spreadsheet that I landed on it. Because I had Delaware State +7. They won outright. But once I fixed the number, there was no value on it. The number was spot on. Everything after that, UTEP loser, San Francisco got hooked. UTEP got hooked. San Fran got hooked. Xavier was winning for most of the game except for when it mattered. St. Louis +4.5 and +165 gets blown out. Ryder gets blown out +14, +700. And Holy Cross I added late +9 was a loser as well. And then the NBA, reminding me why I hate the NBA. At the end of the first quarter, that Hornets game was up in the 250s live line. Didn't even break 230. So the over was a loser. The Charlotte Hornets completely fell apart. So +7.5, +250, a loser. Detroit Cleveland over 220.5 got to 208. So that was a loser. So I started 0-4. Won the next 2 with Boston, Toronto under 224 and 24, and Orlando, Chicago under 215.5. Those won. Utah Jazz covered because of a late 3, but didn't win the game. So I got the 5.5, lost the money line, and Portland +8.5, +275, lose by I want to say like 11. So they didn't cover either. Overall 4-17-1 yesterday, down 6.62 units. And now I'm 167, 180, and 10, down 6.45 units in November. Absolutely frustrating, but it is what it is, I guess. I hope today's not worse.
It was just the tail of the hook. That's what it was yesterday for us.
Yep.
Because we were reverse swept on the site. We went 0-7-1 on the site, down 8.73. Rockets, hooked. San Fran, hooked. UTEP, hooked. Our best result of the night was a push in the Nuggets game. Could have been a win. Atlanta, lost by 10. Ryder, loser. Over in the Wizards game, loser. And St. Louis, loser. Nothing went right yesterday, and it was just incredibly frustrating. But we got college football today. Hopefully that goes well. We still got some college basketball. NBA, I got one play. And then we'll go from there. But just an absolute shit day yesterday.
Yep.
Not even going to sugarcoat it. And now, by the way, and for my personal plays yesterday in hockey, I had the Sabres, I had the Red Wings, and I had a money line parlay between the two, trying to go big and make some units back, and it backfired, and I'm down 10 units now in the NHL. So not fun. 76 and 106, down 10.85. Just an overall, just a shitty day.
Yep.
Do you want to go say hi to the chat, and then we'll jump into the game, Nick?
Sure. We'll get into it here. Let's see. Marco saying, "What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button. People, show some appreciation. Subscribe and share it. Tim A, NBA. We got a little bit. So, I didn't even look at NBA. I have no interest in the NBA today. I'll be straight up on that one there. Got some NCAA, basketball, and football, plenty to choose from. Yep, and hockey, tons of hockey. Good morning, my guys at ESB. Let's cash some more. Big night last night. Hit 4 units with a royal flush and a 14. Oh, there you go. At least somebody's winning. Sure as hell ain't me. Good morning, ESB. Let's get these units. What's good? Occupancy. Sens. Yep, I'm on the Senators. Mike Glennon. Let's get it. Big night last night. Terrible night last night. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone's bets today. Just came to the show to show some love. Can't bet in Texas. It sucks. The reason you guys have been losing is because Mike Glennon hasn't been here. Mike Glennon is back, so winning is back. Let's have a huge night. I hope that's that. I hope that's the case. Smash another 2-teamer the night before the night was done. Live play. There you go. Won every bet except one. Of course, I do it on a day where I don't overbet anything. Lots of action for today. There you go. Morning, Markel. You guys are on wrong sides of the screen. No, are we?
Yes. Switches.
Okay. There you go.
There you go.
We'll move on. We'll move to this game. We quickly went over the early game. Now we'll look at this game here. Golden Knights and Flyers. Golden Knights minus 150 favorites. Total of 6 in this game. Let's get into the line history in the spot. Let's move over to the NHL. Let's get up the line history here, where we have line opened up at a minus 153. It's down to a 150, so 3 cents towards Philadelphia. Line opened up at a 6 at even money. It's up to a 6 at minus 112. So the line's moved towards the over in this game, and the line has moved towards Philly in this spot as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 52%. That's the puck line. 39% of the tickets and 70% of the cash is on Philadelphia. 28% of the tickets and 53% of the cash is on the over. So big bets coming in on Philly. Bigger bets are coming in on the over in this game for me. And I have this game projected around 5 goals. So I do see value on the under here in this spot. The question is, do I play it here? And I'm seeing it's starting to move down to 5.5 in some spots, maybe. But both these teams have been decent under teams so far this year. Vegas 7-10 over under. Philadelphia 5-10 over under. The track history between these two teams, 3 of the last 4 have gone under. Vegas has been playing towards the under. They did go over in their last game, that 6-5 game against Montreal, but they had gone under in 4 in a row previous to that. And on the flip side, Philadelphia has been a pretty decent under team as well, under in 2 straight and 5 of their last 6. I'm kind of thinking the under could be a decent look in this game. More and more I look at it, I'm confused on why the line has moved the way it is, because I see these teams as more of under teams. I do lean under 6 at the moment. I don't know whether or not I'll get to it, but it's under 6 or nothing for me in this game. As for the side, Vegas feels too easy. I think this line is about right. I had this game around Vegas 150. Vegas is a team that I've noticed a little bit that their numbers a couple games ago showed that they should be in for some negative regression, and that's kind of what we've seen from them. So I'm going to write down VGK Philly under. Let's see what other plays I like today. I'm not going to be firing away right away on all these, but I'm going to lean towards the under at the moment.
Yeah, I'm passing on this game. If anything, it's a lean towards Vegas for me. It's a kind of a revenge spot because we just saw these two teams play. When did they play? Philly. They didn't just play.
They played a couple weeks ago.
Oh, never
Vegas.
mind. Never mind. It was okay. It was Montreal that they. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. No, they played Montreal twice so far this year. Never mind. I kind of lean Vegas. It would have to be a puck line. Vegas is still the best team in the NHL, but is it a game I'm gonna look to go after? No. I have plenty on this card. I actually have a lot more invested into hockey than I do NBA today, so this one's a stay away from me.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
VGK in regulation.
Yeah, I can see it.
I prefer puck line. You get a better value on it, in my opinion.
Of course.
Leaning Philly and under. That's fair. Pass games is scary to bet on. That's fair. Let's head to this one, Nick.
Yeah, the Nashville Predators and the Chicago Blackhawks. The Predators minus 195 favorites, total of 6 in this game. Let's get into the line history on this one here, where this line opened up. If it'll load. There we go. Line opened up at a 193. It has not moved. Line opened up to 6 at minus 125. It's now at 6 at minus 123. So a 2-cent line movement towards the under in this game. 90% of the tickets and 98% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move 2 cents towards the under. 50% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on the Blackhawks. Line has not moved either. But yeah. Let's take a look here at my projections for this game. Saros has been bad this year, is one thing I've noticed. I do have this game projected for 6.44 goals, so it's a slight lean towards the over in this game. And I have the Preds around a minus 135, minus 140 in this game. So once again, see some value here with the Pred or with the Blackhawks at plus 171. Kind of interesting to see this Nashville team lay this type of a number, especially the way they've looked this year. They're 3-4 in Nashville this year overall. They're 5-10, and they're laying this type of a number. I don't see that much of a discrepancy between these two teams. So I think that this could be a spot where I might get involved with the Blackhawks in this game at plus 171. I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to look over it a little bit more after the show. But Blackhawks money line would be my lean for this game.
Both these teams are garbage.
Indeed.
But do you want to lay? Can I introduce you laying minus 195 with a team that's lost 6 out of their last 7 games?
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. I'm not touching this game. It would be actually a lean kind of towards the puck line of Nashville. Just because you get a team that has been awful and they're almost minus 200 favorites, which doesn't make sense. But
they were that against Anaheim as well.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I'm not touching the game. That's why I would say I wouldn't be betting the Blackhawks personally, but this is a stay away spot. I'm not interested in going after Nashville at all. or
Sure.
Chicago at all, I should say.
I have a feeling I'll end up pulling the trigger on Chicago later. I just wanted to look over the game a little bit more. I've been so bad lately that I'm kind of trigger shy at the moment, so I'm gonna write down the plays, look a little bit deeper into them before I play them today.
Konechny will score. Did I say that wrong? Right? Konechny?
Yeah, Konechny.
Yeah, and he's on Philly.
Yep.
Yay, I'm learning. Chicago money line. No. Over. I can see the over. We saw 12 goals in Saturday game in Nashville last weekend. Why, did they just play each other? No, these teams haven't played
No,
each
that
other.
was against Arizona.
Okay, 12 goals. Yeah. This could be that weird brunch game where they start ripping goals early and often. Could be. Bedard and Yossi goals. Yeah. Hey, I heard that Bedard kid is pretty good.
He has potential. I will say that he does have some potential.
The guy. There you go. But keep in mind, it could be a look ahead spot for the Blackhawks. Anyways, we'll move on to the next game.
For what? Who do they play next?
The worst team in the league.
They play Buffalo. Got it. Tampa Bay Lightning and Edmonton Oilers. We have the Oilers -125 road favorites with a total of 7 in this game. 7 in this game, and my number is projected to be a 7.5. But let's get into it here, where we have the line history in this game between Edmonton and Tampa Bay. Line opened up at a -101 for Edmonton. It's up to a -123. Line opened up at a 7 at +104. It's now a 7 at -102. So a line move towards the over and a line move towards Edmonton. Big line move towards Edmonton. 84% of the tickets and 94% of the cash will do that, though. 69% of the tickets, nice, and 47% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved towards the set over. My projection for this game is 7.62 goals. So I do see value on this over here. I will write down this over. I do kind of hate sevens. This could be definitely one of those spots where we'll be live on air during this game. Maybe hope there's not a goal for the first couple minutes. Have that live line go from a 7 to a 6.5 and grab a 6.5. Could be an interesting look for this game as well. I'll probably grab some 7 pregame, and maybe look to grab a 6.5 in game as well for this game. So I'm going to be most likely going to be on the over, and I kind of lean Lightning in this game here, but I'm kind of curious why they're a dog in this game. Obviously they haven't looked particularly great, but their numbers have been pretty good. They do have the goalie edge, as crazy as that sounds with Johansson against Skinner. But both these goalies have been absolutely terrible, to be completely honest. And that's probably why the over is probably the best look. I think at the very worst, you push this over 7. So I'm leaning towards this over.
I think I think we're gonna get a Edmonton team that slowly makes their way back up the standings, and we've already seen it. A week ago, they were dead last in the West. Now they're up to 13th out of 16, so they're slowly making their way up. A win today and a Senators win would put them at 12th and ahead of Minnesota, which. Very quickly, this team could get themselves back into a playoff spot, because if you look at the 6, 7, and 8 teams in the Western Conference, Winnipeg, Arizona, Anaheim, they're not going to stay. I think all 3 of them can fall. So when I look at it, I think Edmonton could be an interesting team to grab futures with. If they can figure out their stuff, this team could be dangerous. And I'm going to be on Edmonton today. I'm not going to go crazy. I just took the money line at -120. So I'm going to ride with that.
I can see that. Yeah, Edmonton, I lean Tampa Bay in this game, but Edmonton is not a team I'm looking to jump in front of right now. There's been a couple games where there's value on the opposite side that I've just not bet them.
They've won 3 straight games since losing to San Jose.
Yeah.
They beat Seattle, New York, and Seattle, so.
Yeah, you've played the Kraken twice, so yeah. Back to the chat. Yeah.
Oilers, yes. Tampa Bay, no. What's good, gangsta? Smash the colors Nick ripped out in Tennessee colors today.
Good old Rocky Top.
Yep. Both these teams are fool's gold. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna differ on that. I'm gonna differ on that with Tampa Bay. They need Vassy back, and once they get Vassy back, they'll be fine.
Coaching change. Yes, the coaching change because the coach was the problem.
He was not. I would take Woodcroft in New York right now over Lane Lambert.
Let's head to this one, Nick, where we get 2 playoff teams.
Yeah, don't look now. Winnipeg is tied with Colorado. Granted, Colorado's played one last game, but they're tied with Colorado in points-wise. And I was just looking at the standings. As bad as the Islanders have been, they're still better than the Wild this year. Anyway, we have the Jets as minus 150 favorites. That's not really saying much, though. Jets minus 150 favorites, total 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one, if it will let me click it, please. There we go. Line open up at a 157. It's down to a 152. Line open up at a 116 for the over 6.5. It's still at minus 116 for the over 6.5. 85% of the tickets are on the over. No line movement there. 43% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on Arizona. The lines move slightly towards the Yotes here. And this one, my projection for this game, it is Lerner Brossoit and Kirill Vejmelka. Brossoit, this will be his 4th start, so I don't really have too much of a sample size for him. So his goalie rating is just a solid 1. I do that until we get like 5 or 6 games under the belt of a goaltender. And on the flip side, Kirill Vejmelka has been slightly below average so far this season. I have this game projected for around 6.1 goals, so I kind of lean towards the under in this game. And at this number, I have the Jets around minus 130 favorites in this game. I would lean Yotes if I had to bet anything in this game, but this is a simple pass for me. I felt no need to get involved in this game.
There it is.
Oh!
Let's grab them. How about the Yotes? You get the Jets in a back-to-back after a physical game and last night, and they're going to not have Hellbuck. They'll have their backup. So I feel like this is a good spot for the Arizona Coyotes to come in and take care of business. They've won 3 out of their last 5, and the 2 games that they've lost were in a overtime game and a 1-goal game to St. Louis. I think there's a good spot for Arizona. I think it's a bad spot for Winnipeg, even though Winnipeg's won 5 out of their last 6. Even though they shouldn't have won last night. I think this is a good spot to fade them. So I am on the Arizona Coyotes in this one, Nick.
Yeah, I would lean that way, but I'm not going to bet it.
Sounds good. Yotes, yes. Jets money line, no. Nick.
Yo. I hope I got that one right.
Blackhawks money line.
I'm probably going to be on that too.
Yotes, yes, Yotes. Let's head to this game, Nick. This one should be one of the better games of the day.
Yeah, this is a sneaky little game here, and wow. Okay, I'm actually stunned at what this total is. I was expecting a goal lower, because last year in this matchup they were all 5.5s, I believe. I want to say, and now we're getting a 6.5 as a total in a Pens-Canes game, and I get it. The goaltending's been bad, but let's get into it here. Line opened up at a 145. It's up to a 163. So a big line movement towards Carolina. Line opened up at a 6.5 minus 106. It's still a 6.5 at minus 106. So no line movement on the total. Big line movement towards Carolina, which I can kind of agree with, because Carolina has kind of owned the Penguins. 44% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the Penguinos, but yet this line's moved towards Carolina. And 33% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the over. The line's not really moved here. My projections for this game, I forgot to put in the goalie ratings for this one. Project this game around 6.72, and project some value on Pittsburgh in this game. Ronta's not been very good this year. And one thing I've noticed with the Carolina Hurricanes, and this is not something I thought I would be saying about them this year, they're kind of reminding me of the Oilers. Their defensive number, my bad, the Oilers, never mind, way different. But, I mean, the Edmonton Oilers have potential to have decent defensive games, like where they're giving up less than 2.5 expected goals against, and their goaltending lets them down. Carolina's goaltending has let them down because if you look here, in 8 of their last 10 games, they haven't given up more than 3 expected goals. And they've been a little bit more of an over team. Now, at home, Carolina's a little bit more of an under team. So take that for what it's worth. At 6.5, that seems very high for a Pittsburgh-Carolina game, but it makes sense the way that Pittsburgh's been playing a little bit this year as well. Dog or pass for me. I'm looking Penguins if I had to bet a side in this game. I was hoping this was going to be a 5.5 and to grab an over. But Penguins plus what? What are they? Plus 145. That's going to be my lean in this game is Penguins plus 145.
I am going to just take the over. And that's what I'm going to – that's where I'm rolling in this one. I expect goals. You said it was Yari, right?
Yari, who's been above average so far this year.
And then Ronta, which I don't trust Ronta at all. And we tend to notice Carolina was more of an over team at home. They have been scoring goals at home.
They're more of an over team on the road.
And I will say
they play much better defensively at home.
And I'll throw one more thing out there because I like the over. I could see this game being 3-3 going into overtime. So how about a plus 350 draw? I think that could be an interesting spot in this game. Not going to touch it. I'm just throwing it out there. So if it comes back and it wins, then bada bing, bada boom. But
1 second.
This one will be a over spot for me in Carolina. We'll go ahead, head back to the chat. Morning. Yari let in a lot of soft goals against New Jersey on Thursday, which is just fantastic when you had New Jersey puck line. Twins bet Crosby and Natchez goals. Go to the game. Watch your tickets cash in person. I'm not going to go and spend money to watch the Canes and the Penguins. I'm not interested in those two teams. So, although it'd be fun. I looked up the tickets because I like to look up the tickets for all the games just to see where they would be at, and they're expensive. So I love Miami Hurricanes today, and it's not because I'm from Miami. I do too. That's one of my favorite plays today is that one in Oregon State. Number 10 team, 9-1 on the road playing an unranked team, and it's not even a 3 for the Ville. Seems too easy. Exactly. That's what I was looking at the entire time, dude. I 100% agree with you. Miami money line with a ladder to 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. I like that for the U. Let's keep rolling through the hockey card, though, Nick.
Yeah. Oh, good God. It's a minus 270. The Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins in this next matchup here. Bruins minus 270 favorites, total 6 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here. Line opened up at a 274. It's down to a 268. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 114. It's up to a 6 at minus 115. So a 1 cent line movement towards the over and a 6 cent line movement towards Montreal. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have 98% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Bruins. Surely nothing will go wrong there. 50% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on the under. Looking at my projections in this game here, they have words. Let's take a look at my projections. I have to find it first. There we go. I have this game projected for around 6 goals, so I think that's about right. I obviously see some value with Montreal. It's just whether or not I would like to pull the trigger on Les Habitants. And probably the answer is no in this game. They did just beat Boston in the last matchup in Montreal, so I can see this as a little revenge game for Boston. They won't overlook Montreal this time. It's a lean towards the Habs. Am I getting to it? No. So this will be a simple pass.
Yeah, I don't really want to get much involved in this game either, although it would be, for me, a look towards the Bruins. Because this, and once again, you mentioned a revenge spot. They just lost 3-2 in overtime to these guys. And they have played they played 3 teams twice already. And those 3 teams in the second games, they beat Chicago. It's 3-0. They did lose to Anaheim 4-3. And then in the second game against Detroit, they lost. So that's actually interesting. But the only team that they won both was Chicago. So I don't really see them. They haven't lost both against any of those teams yet. But I'm not really going after anything in this game. I think it's too wide of a line. It would be lean towards the Bruins, but I'm not backing a minus 270 favorite.
No. There's no value on the Bruins.
Especially on the puck line that is sitting around even money.
Jeez.
No, thank you. If I'm going to lay a puck line, I want it to be some nice money.
Yeah.
Pass. I agree, Mike Glenn. Let's head to this game, Nick.
Yeah, this one's kind of interesting. And one thing I noticed when I was looking at this game is the Rangers haven't played in a hot minute. But let's get into it here. Devils Rangers, obviously playoff rematch of last year, where the Rangers got bounced in 7 games against this Devils team. This line opened up at a 115 for New Jersey. It's down to a 109. So the Rangers did open up as a plus money underdog at plus 102. Line opened up at a 6.5 at minus 113 and has stayed there. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, we have 59% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on, or no, that's the puck line. 54% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the Rangers. Most of the money on the Devils is coming in on the puck line. At 59% of tickets, 69% of the cash. 69% of the tickets are on the under. We have no cash flow for that there. Looking at this spot for me, I mean, we have a Rangers team that is rested. And one thing I need to look up here is I believe this could be the return of Hughes, if I'm not mistaken. He is I believe a game time decision for tonight's game, which would be huge for the Devils to get him back. For me, though, I'm looking at the Rangers or nothing here in this game. And I know it looks fishy. The Rangers as an underdog, they're on the road. This is still a competent Devils team and potentially getting Hughes back. So I understand why the line is the way it is. I'm going to write down the Rangers as a potential look in this game at minus 103. It's New York or nothing for me.
I'm on New Jersey. And it's kind of all the things you just said. It kind of, for me, just feels like a good spot for it. I know it's New York. They're rested.
Also, the Rangers got bounced by this team last year, so.
Yes, but I'm not as much worried about that portion of it. I don't think they also have not played this year, so this would be the first time they're playing each other. But
yeah, I'm for sure betting the Rangers.
I just like the spot for the Devils, and I don't have to lay a puck line on it, which makes me like it even more. Because they are 0-7 on the puck line at home, so I don't really want to get invested in that. But this is a spot for me that I'm going to be on New Jersey. So give me the Devils.
All right, so we're going to be on the opposite side there. I'm probably going to move on the Rangers after the show.
That's fine. You can do that. I'm not stopping you from doing that. I'm just saying where I'm going to be.
Yeah. Fair enough. Back to the chat.
Bruins smash. They could. I just don't think the line is there. I don't think it's a good number to bet them at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
I just put in Luka, the Don points and assists. I don't hate it. I'm on Dallas today, so Predators smash.
No. Blackhawks talk.
I'm going to stay away from that game, but good luck. Good vibes. Lean Devils. I really like this Devils team.
Me too.
I'm one of those people that I kind of think the Devils are slightly overrated, but that's just me. Bruins is way too wide of a line. Good morning. What's up, y'all? What's up, Jojo Rabbit? Would bet Rangers money line and Rangers team total over if I had to. That's fair.
I could see the team total. Yeah, that's not a bad look.
Let's head to this game, Nick, which I actually kind of have a little bit of an interesting take on.
Calgary Flames and New York Islanders. Minus 145 for the Flames. Total 6 in this game. Let's get into this one here. This line. Oh, I clicked the wrong game for line history here. I think this line's moved up. Because nope, it opened up at a 6. It's still a 6. Line opened up at a 135. It's up to a 144. So it's a move towards Calgary and no move on the total in this game. Let's take a look at the numbers for this game. 73% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the over. 87% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the Flames. So looks like a lot of tickets coming in on Calgary and a lot of tickets coming in on the over. I don't really blame anybody because the Islanders are just giving up goals and they're choking away leads. It's been pretty simple with betting this Islanders team. It's just you just wait for the third period to start and bet against them. It's been absolutely frustrating, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at my projection for this game here. If I can find this game. There we go. Just had to search for the Islanders on the spreadsheet. I have this game projected right on 6, and I have this game projected with the Flames are on a 150 favorite. No interest in this game whatsoever. If this was a 5.5, I would be a little bit more interested in this over. But Markstrom's been better as of late. Sorokin needs to be a little bit better. He's actually been slightly above average, 0.98 goalie rating, but he needs to be a 0.7. Like that. That's the type of goaltender Sorokin is he needs to be more like a 0.7 rather than a 0.98. And the Islanders are continuing just to give up expected goals. Like 3.56 expected goals against on average the last 10 games is not Islander hockey. It's just not. They're supposed to be more defensive sound, more defensively responsible, and they're giving up fast breaks. They're giving up high danger chances. They're determined to kill their goaltenders. It's been ridiculous, but no play for me. I'll probably watch the game just because it's the Islanders. But 7 straight losses for the Islanders. I don't know if this is the one to get off the schneid.
Hear me out. And I feel like I'm going to steal the storyline from a couple of these games. Islanders first
losing overtime.
Huh?
Islanders losing overtime.
Okay. Islanders first period. Calgary full game in overtime.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you like the Islanders, bet them first period. Plain and simple.
Correct. You shouldn't be betting them full game. For right now, I'm staying away from them. Although, even though they've lost 7 straight, they're still in a better shape than the Sabres right now, Nick. So at least you got that. I'm not really interested in going after anything in this game. I did do this game in balling out, and I gave out the draw. And I did take a little bit of draw. I didn't put a lot on it, like a quarter unit or something. I didn't put it as an official play up on my Twitter, but I am on the draw for a couple dollars in this one.
Yeah, I don't hate that draw look. And once it gets into overtime, just bet against the Islanders because they don't win overtime games.
Now, can I bet Islanders first period parlayed with Calgary full game?
Yes, you can. If you go under game props
on BOL,
go under or props builder.
Okay,
and then you go into the NHL game markets, where it's going to say under parlays only. Go down to Islanders Flames. First period winner. It'd be the first period puck line.
First period winner, Islanders,
and then to win Calgary.
Plus 525 for that one.
That's Islander first period puck line, though. Keep that in mind. If it's tied at the end of the first period,
that's fine. There you go. Islanders first period, Calgary full game plus 525.
There you go. Back to the chat.
Rangers.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up on the Rangers.
60-minute tie, yes, plus 280 or 290 for overtime. I like it. This game is not it. No, it's not. I like it, Tio. Let's get it. No need for Xanax when you got Islanders games.
Okay.
I think this game goes over. It could.
Islanders have been playing a little bit more of over hockey as of late.
I fear overtime, but Flames 60 minutes. I
can definitely see overtime.
Let's keep on rolling through the games, and I'm not really interested in this one.
Me neither. Or for watching wise, I'm definitely not interested in this game. Maybe for betting wise, we'll figure that out. But we have the Washington Capitals and the Columbus Blue Jackets here in this one. Capitals minus 155, minus 160 favorites in this game, total of 6.5. It looks like it's going to be Charlie Lindgren, which has actually been pretty good so far for the Capitals. Line opened up at a 158. It's down to a 157. Line opened up at a 6.5 plus 102. It's a 6.5 at even money. So it's a move towards the over. Nope, it's a move towards the under. And it is a move towards. It's a move towards the under in this game. My bad. And it's a slight move towards the Blue Jackets, but 1 cent. We have 82% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the Blue Jackets. 50-50 split on the tickets for the cash or for the total. No cash flow for this game. Let's take a look here because it's Lindgren today, so I have to switch to goaltender for this one because I had Lindgren listed for this game. Let's switch that over. See if that Lindgren. Oh, there he is. Lindgren's only started 4 games. He's an 8.7 goal saved above average, so he's been much better than Kemper. So I'll give. I know this is going to totally skew my numbers because he hasn't started enough to really have a significant sample size to really impact or to really have a correct number. So I don't know how much I can really use his goalie rating today, but it would be caps or nothing for me in this game, but no play for me.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this one. These are a Columbus team that is how do I put this nicely? Hot garbage. They've lost now 7 straight games, and 11 out of 12. Their only win was a 4-2 win against Tampa Bay. Get that one. And this Washington team has actually been pretty good lately. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, and they've gotten 9 out of the 10 points in those games because their only loss was an overtime loss to Florida. So that's actually kind of interesting there. I kind of I would have to lean towards Washington, but I'm not laying a puck line with them. So I'm going to stay away from this game.
Yeah, I'll look a little bit deeper into this game. I'm leaning Caps -1 plus 101. Would be my lean in this game.
There you go. Head back to the chat. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. Morning. Capitals in the under. I can see the Capitals. Under for the Knights and Flyers. Over for the Oilers and Lightning.
Yes. I'm probably going to bet both those.
Predators puck line.
No.
If you're going to bet it, you got to puck line it. I'll tell you, at least you're not betting the money line. Give me the Pirates of Seton Hall. First half. I don't know what we have on that one. Nathan, I sent you the thing, so you should have that. Fantetti and Marchenko.
Fantilli and Marchenko. Yeah.
What did I say?
Kirill the throw, Marchenko, and Adam Fantilli. Fantilli was the 3rd overall pick of the draft.
Oh, okay.
Been really good this year. Those rookies have been really good. Between him, Carlson, and Bedard, they have lived up to the hype.
There you go. Cap should have hand it to him. They should. They should in theory. Whether or not they do, it's a different story. Capitals puck line, sure.
Yeah, I mean it would be Caps or nothing for me.
JMU, sure.
Yeah,
against App State, they get College Game Day there. They should be all pumped up.
Also, they just got rejected for their appeal to be able to play in a bowl game.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Blackhawks double reverse puck line. Dude, you are insane. Let me know what number that is. How dare you, Joey? No, it's fine. VJK. Seems a little too easy for VJK.
Does seem a little easy. And they've seen Jimenez of late.
I will be on this game, though, Nick.
This is definitely a game that I would want to watch. Whether or not it's a game you want to bet on, it's another story. Colorado Avalanche, Dallas Stars. The Stars minus 125, total of 6 in this game. Line opened up at a 115. It's up to a 127. So a 12-cent line movement here towards these Dallas Stars. And then we have a line opened up at a 6 at minus 103. It's up to a 6 at minus 128. So a big line movement towards this over as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow here in this one. Nothing on the total. 57% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Avalanche. And the line has moved towards these Dallas Stars, which is kind of interesting there. Georgiev and Ottinger is my projected goalie matchup for this one here. It'd be Stars or nothing for me. I'm going to write down the Stars because that they do have some appeal to me at minus 127. To take a little bit deeper of a look. Goalie advantage towards the Stars. Overall advantage towards the Stars. They're at home. Line's moving towards them, even though the money's coming in on Colorado. This feels like a Dallas spot for me. Whether or not I get to it, I probably will. I'm just going to take a little bit deeper of a look into these games once I get there. I'll probably be on the Stars tonight.
I will not be. I am on the Colorado Avalanche at plus money. The Stars team has been great. I'm not saying that they're not a good team, but I feel like there's a little bit more value with me going after a little bit of plus money on the road with Colorado. Colorado's been a solid team on the road this year, and they are coming off of an 8-2 win versus Anaheim, but that's against Anaheim.
They've been a what? Sorry, Tim. They've been a what this year? You cut out there for a second.
A solid team?
I thought you said solid team on the road.
No, they have.
They've been
they're 5-3 on the road, which winning 5 out of 8 games on the road, 62% at plus. If you get them at plus money like you do here, I think that's not a bad spot. But
you see what their 3 losses were
on the road?
Yeah,
Vegas, Buffalo,
Pittsburgh. They scored a combined 0 games in those games. 0 goals in those games.
Fun. I took plus money with Colorado. I just felt like it was an okay spot to do it. And you look at it. If I had to go after the Stars, I would want to puck line them. They're 1-5 on the puck line at home, so ends up being a spot that I did not need to get to.
Fair. Stars minus 127 will probably make my card. And of course, we still have no score 12 minutes into this wild game because I have the over.
Ovechkin.
Yeah,
I heard he's pretty good.
I can see Ovi scoring.
Plus 600 for Blackhawks, minus 2.5.
I will be on the Blackhawks money line today. That I will be.
There you go. I would say under and draw also leans Stars, but haven't played it. Don't hate it. Under or pass. Blackhawks wire to wire. Hey, that's another interesting way of doing it. Dallas minus 2.5. 6-0 Blackhawks at plus 30,000. You know what? Throw $1 at that. That's fine. I'm not going to tell them not to. Look at that value. Real troopers drink Mountain Dew and vodka all night and still woke up and gave picks.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do last night, Nick?
I drank Mountain Dew and vodka.
And now you're giving out picks.
Yeah, I had.
So. Oh, by the way, Nick, I have your where is it?
My Costco vodka.
Your Kirkland vodka right here?
Yeah.
It's unopened. Don't worry.
Good.
Mine's open downstairs, but yours is unopened. Which I heard it's actually Grey Goose. But anyways, I hate hockey. That's fair. Hockey has been
or does hockey hate you?
All right, Nick. Here's my favorite team right now.
The Canucks. Minus 155, total of 6.5 in this game. They take on the Kraken. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot. Line opened up at a 158, center 157, so a 1 cent line movement towards the Kraken. Line opened up at a 6.5 minus 107, it's a 6.5 minus 108. So massive line moves here. A penny either direction. We have 90% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the Canucks. The line's moved sent towards the Kraken. And 90% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the over, and the line is moved, I believe, towards the under a cent. So either way, the line's not really moved on either way. I have this game projected at 6.9 goals, so I do see some value a little bit on that over, not enough to pull the trigger. And I have this game around minus 160 range for the Canucks. So I think this line's about correct. Actually, my bad. This line should probably be a little bit wider because I didn't put in Demko's numbers into this, which are unreal at the moment, which actually presents a lot more value on the Canucks. So maybe I'll make a move on the Canucks here in this game. Maybe a Canucks -1. I believe this is the third game in 4 days for the Kraken as well, who played 2 overtime games. So 157, 155 would be the -1 line. -101. -101 for Canucks -1 is probably something I'll land on.
I'm on the Canucks. Sorry, hold on. I'm on by the
Vancouver Canucks.
I'm just going to keep riding this team. I was super high on this team coming into this year, and this is like the one team I've like nailed so far, and I love it. This team is 12-4-1 so far, which is number 2 in the West, which I don't think anybody saw coming. They're 6-0-1 at home, which means 6-1 against on the puck line at home. This team has been insane. And they've got, if you've gone to a Canucks game in Vancouver, you've seen them get a point in every single game that they've played in. This team's come off hot, and I'm going to continue to ride the Vancouver Canucks. I grabbed their puck line today. At what was their puck line? Puck line +165.
There you go. I'll probably play their -1 line.
There you go. Let's head back to the chat. Burnett's the worst vodka ever made.
It was 20.
Dumb broke college bitches.
It was $20. I don't give a fuck.
And Nick's a broke dumb college bitch. So there you go.
Sure.
I know for sure it hates me. The evidence over or pass. Canucks reg, run it. Joe, grow some balls. Come on. Canucks puck line. Let's do it. Canucks. Team total over. I'm ready for the super mega.
That's
super
what she said.
Long, never ending stream. I think Kraken bring it. Canucks are the new Kraken this year. I like the Canucks. One more hockey game, Nick, and then we're going to try to – we're not going to try to. We're going to kind of run through the NBA because I really only have one play.
I'll be straight up. I don't have anything in the NBA. I didn't even cap it. I have no
interest.
Then
in that case, we could just talk about one game and then move on so we're not wasting people's time.
There you go.
We're going to be doing the super long, never ending stream. So,
yep. So we got the LA Kings and the St. Louis Blues. The Kings minus 195 favorites with a total of 6.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have this line opened up at 185. It's up to a 193. Line opened up at 6.5 at minus 103. It's down to a 6.5 minus 101. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Kings. No, yeah, the Kings in this one here. Looking at the cash flow in this game, 57% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the under. 16% of the tickets, 85% cash on the Blues. So, and if I get, it should be Bennington in net for this one here. And the Kings' defensive numbers have been elite so far this year. 2.54 expected goals against the last 10 games. Both these goalies have been amazing. Cam Talbot and Jordan Bennington, two goalies I was kind of had decent expectations for heading into this year. Not as much Cam Talbot, but Bennington I did. I thought Bennington was going to have a good game, a good year, and he has so far. He's number 2 in the NHL in goals saved above average. As much as I would like to go ahead and play the Blues in this game because the Kings struggle at home, I think the better play in this game is the under, especially after what they gave up against the Sharks. And seeing this game at a 6.5 with two goaltenders that have been very good this year, I'll take an under here in this spot, most likely. So it would be under or nothing. I would lean Blues if I had to bet it, which would maybe lead me to the Kings team total under. What would that be? Because I can see Bennington having a nice game. Kings team total under 3.5 minus 110. I'm going to look a little bit deeper into that once we get off the stream, but that's a lean as well.
I'm going to end the card with a pass. I just don't have any interest in this game. I don't want to be back in the Kings at home, and I'm not really. If it's Jay Benny, I kind of look towards the Blues, but not enough for me to want to bet it. So I'm going to end up staying away from this one to end the night.
Sure.
Thoughts on the Canucks? I like it. Nick got the door fit today.
The door fit today?
Something tells me he's on Georgia.
Maybe.
You got Tennessee stuff on. Blues reverse puck line. Let's go Bennington masterclass. If you're going to do it, go ahead. Have fun. Under or pass. Morning, fellas. Suggestion for a solid college basketball pick today to go with my Boston College play. College basketball.
I'm only on the Gophers.
There you
I
go.
only bet one college game.
Minnesota minus the points. There you go. Jump on Minnehaha. Under 6.5.
Yeah, that's the only way I can look in that game.
Blues puck line. Plus 1.5, minus 1.5.
What? Plus 1.5, that's minus 145. That's a little juicy.
Hey, who else hopped on Sacred Heart first half full game? I did not bet that game. Good luck to you, though. I hope you win. I have nothing in that game. So, what do you guys think about the Oregon State Washington game tonight? Thanks. This one is my favorite play of the week. I'm on Oregon State. I mean, that's my favorite play so far because you get a undefeated top 5 team in the nation and their plus money. Seems a little bit off to me. I know it's in Corvallis. I know it's a top 10 matchup. I'm grabbing Oregon State. So that's what I'm going to ride with, Oregon State. Under in the Kings and the Blues. I can see that. Dope fit. He likes it then.
Oh, yeah.
Early money going down with Sacred Heart. First half, 130. Get it, dude. Get it. Why such weird line movement in Coastal and Army? Is that for football or basketball? Which one are they playing in? Because I thought Coastal plays like 2 games today. Or I think they didn't Coastal. I don't know. Oregon State, yes, Oregon State. You like the Longhorns and the under versus Iowa State. You know I'm all over the Longhorns. I'm a Longhorn supporter. I think Longhorns have a legit chance to run the table and make a bowl game. So I like it. There's so much college basketball opportunities. Yes, there is. Good luck to the Earls. You too, Nanya. Y'all are doing grinders. Appreciate it. Marcos is yawning at us. So there we go. Sterna, let's roll today. Let's do it. It's football. I got you now. I was thinking about Oregon State as well until I saw the public. Of course. All right. So Oregon State's a loser. I figured, you know what? I was going into it figuring that everybody would love the undefeated team at plus money, but I guess I was wrong. Beavers, yes. Thoughts on JMU? Every game matters to this team. Like, legit, every single game is a bowl game to them because they can't get into a bowl game. So they want to stay undefeated. They want to prove that they belong in a bowl game. So everything's important to them. You're not on Georgia? No. And action. There you go. Just got here. What's your quick thoughts on Army money line in college football?
Let's take a look at my numbers for this game. I did not bet it. It would be Dogger pass. I have that game at a 5. I don't know what the line is.
Oh, it's dropped from 5 to 1.5.
Somebody's out.
I kind of lean Army, but I'm not touching it. Sabres.
I ain't betting.
Only college football play for me as of right now is UGA -10. We're on the opposite side. Penn State and Maryland spreads this week. You can't do that. You got to take either Penn State. No, that's fine then. My bad. I was thinking Ohio. Never mind. Sure. I don't mind the Penn State, kind of a pissed off Penn State team against it. That's fine. Maryland against Michigan, I like to. Yes. Took Ball Sack State basketball versus Evansville. I love the little schools. I love it. Now we're gonna only and I apologize to Marcos, but the college football stream is starting up, and I only have interest in one game. This is the only game I have interest in. And I think you got it mixed up because it's Milwaukee, the 2-point favorite, not Dallas.
It is?
Yeah.
I thought when I typed. Oh, yeah.
Because I got Dallas at plus money.
Yep. Never mind. Yep, it's flipped the other way. Dallas Mavericks are 2-point home favorite, or road Bucks are 2-point home favorites. I knew that felt weird typing in -2 on the road team against Milwaukee. Total of 245. I'll be straight up. I didn't cap any NBA today. I'm focused on hockey and NHL. So, your thought and college basketball. What's your thoughts on this game?
I'm on Dallas. I'm on the Mavericks in this one. I just want to, and I know Milwaukee has won and covered in their last 2, but I want to continue to fade this Milwaukee team. 3-8-1 against the spread. Just something I don't want to be backing. I like Dallas, a little bit of plus money to go along with it. So maybe the square play in this one, but I like the Dallas Mavericks at plus money. 9-3. They've been one of the better teams in the NBA to start the year.
Fair enough. And of course, we're going to get scoreless first period.
Love me some Rocky Top, I really do, but not today. Okay, Stern, I capped that. Okay, Tim, no worries. Understand? Yeah. Hey, this is the only game I'm interested in, so I'm not going to waste everybody's time. Wyoming and then Colorado State. I didn't touch either one of those games. I'll be completely honest.
I'm on Nevada. That line should not be at 12. And Wyoming game.
You're on the Heat -2.5. I leaned Heat, but I did not end up getting to that. I'm not really interested in the Bulls. Also, under in UNLV. I kind of like UNLV today. Air Force is kind of falling apart. UNLV looks strong. Yeah, why not? Evansville got heater, but Ball Sack State first half. There you go. Under in the Bucks Mavericks, I could see that. And then Nunya. You're saying nice. We're not going to do a lot of recapping and all that stuff because we're going to go ahead. Nick's going to go head over to the other stream. I may be there sometime tonight. We'll see. I don't like sitting in front of the computer all day. So you guys have fun. But I will quickly mention all the links above Nick's head. If you guys are interested in that, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. And then if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, it's $5.99 a month. And I did post the college football for today and college basketball. So all of those are up there as well. We'll just say goodbye to the chat, and then we'll kind of head on out from there. Thunder and the Heat. Sure to the Thunder, sure to the Heat. I didn't bet either one of those games, but sure. Last little nugget for my guys. Creighton, first half -12 versus Texas Southern. Sure. The Forever stream, yes. Teal, join. Maybe later. And Georgia. No, I'm not interested in Georgia. Kind of a quick thing, but we're going to head on out. And Nick, have fun with the other stream. He'll be over there. Bye-bye, guys.